Have you ever heard of Hogback Distillery? Well, let's check them out. Hi, I am the Colorado Whiskey Guy, and it's my mission to introduce the world to Colorado whiskey, like this one. Got Hogback Distillery and their High-Rye Bourbon from Boulder, Colorado. Hogback Distillery has a neat backstory, which I'll tell you about in a moment, but first let's check out the bourbon. This here is our High-Rye Bourbon, and it comes in at 88 proof. Now, this is a sourced bourbon. Okay, calm down, Tiger. Let me tell you why that's not a bad thing. Some distilleries source their whiskeys at first to help fund their distillery and get things going. Because one thing about whiskey is you have to let it age and you have to let it mature first. So they source other whiskeys so that they can get their own product out. Now that's what's happening here. Now sourcing isn't a bad thing. If it's tasty, then buy it. You're helping a small business, helping a small distillery get going. Now let's take a look at it. Now it smells very good. I like it. It's very sweet. I can kind of smell the rye spiciness to it. I believe the mash bill on it is 60% corn, 36% grain. So I believe that's MGP based on what that is. But I really like the smell of it. Well, that's good. I like that. Has butterscotch to it, that peppery feel. It's not heavy on the ethanol at all. It doesn't have a lot of burn to it. It's a very easy sipping whiskey. It's very nice. It has that rye spiciness to it. So if you kind of like that spicy rye taste, it's really delicious. Yeah, I like that one. That's a really good, easy whiskey. I like that. Now, if you're liking this so far, do me a favor, hit that like button. Let me know you like it. It really helps me, and I really appreciate it. It really helps me share this with other people. But back to Hogback. Let me tell you about their story. It was started by Graeme Wallace, Scotsman, transplanted here from Scotland in Boulder. Now, he started Hogback Distillery in 2016 with a small still, but then in 2019 he got the opportunity to move in next door to Boulder Spirits and share their large pot still with them. So that's where they are now. They actually share their still with Boulder Spirits, which I think is really neat that they have that relationship. Now, Graeme Wallace comes from a background of writing about Scotch and writing about Scotch whiskey. He decided to move here from Scotland to Colorado to make single malt Scotch here in America, and using the same methods, 100% barley, but you need to let it age. Now, what they have here, they follow that Scottish style and source other whiskeys to help get them going. So they've been sourcing bourbon and rye to release to help them get their distillery going. Now, they don't just pour it, dump it, and release it. They blend it. They've been blending different whiskeys. They have a couple different blends that they have out. And rye whiskey, they have a blend that they finish in barrels with aspen staves. They call that oak and aspen. They have another one that's a different barrel finish. So they don't just dump it and release it. They finish it. They blend it. They really try and make a really good whiskey that's unique to them. So I really can appreciate that. Now, their own malt is coming of age, and it's actually their first one was released last year in 2020. So they released their first 100% barley single malt whiskey, and they had a peated single malt that they released, which there's not much left of that. It went very quickly. So I'm really excited to see what they can do in the future and what they can have in the future. I really look forward to trying some of that. So, but I want you to comment and let me know below. Let me know, have you had a chance to try Hogback Distillery? Have you had a chance to try any of their whiskeys? If so, let me know what you think. Now, if you're looking for trying another small distillery, you might check out this video over here that has a different small craft distillery. That's it for me now. Cheers.